curious to see if they even use shade when it's this hot. So we're actually going to go set up a trail camera at the shade and see if they even come back to it today. But they're out there grazing. It's extremely hot, extremely dry. They're grazing on the grass and the napweed, and it's really hard for us to even stand this heat. Just come outside and you start sweating. And they're just out there grazing. So we're gonna go over here and set up the trail camera.
They might still go in there and hang out though.
I know, that's the thing. It's like you'd want to do it over there in a tree or wherever.
I guess I could do it on that coast out there.
Yeah. So they just got that paddock over there yesterday. This is the paddock they've been grazing in, but we left it open because there's some shade in here. So we're gonna set up the trail camera in here and see if they even come over here to go get in the shade. We like hardly ever see them in the shade. Like pretty much never see them in the shade. They're always grazing in the heat or standing in the heat in the sun, and they usually like to stay close to water. So Daniel said that he's not sure if they need shade. As long as they have good cool water, they're usually pretty content. So they gonna set that trail camera up. And then this is where they would go back to shade. There's some trees over there that's shady. And we'll let you know if they do or if they don't once we put this up and have it going for a day or two. But if you look throughout here, it's really dry. And this heat is just baking down. It's over 100 real feel today. And there's the trail camera pointing back toward that way where the shade is. And the cattle are just over there in the sunshine, grazing away. Got anything else to say?
I don't guess so.
You? These cattle are like hardly ever in the shade, aren't they?
Yeah, I've only caught them in the shade a couple of times really this summer.
That's crazy, because it has been hot. We'll let you know what we find out.
So we turned these cows into this paddock yesterday. I gave them what I thought was going to be a safe one-day paddock, but it turns out it's probably going to last them at least 2 days. You can see all of the napweed in here. And I've spent the past several months trying to figure out how I was going to get rid of this napweed, and now I'm very thankful to have it, because it's probably about 2 feet tall and still has plenty of leaves on it. You can see where they've nipped the tops out of this, but by tomorrow they will probably have another foot or so ate off of it, and most of the leaves stripped. What are you doing, ladies? I think I surprised the cows walking up on them talking to the camera. How y'all taking this heat today? It's hot here today. I think they said it was supposed to be about 96. I'll try to remember to show you this paddock after we move them out of here. Yeah, the napweed, I'm very thankful to have it right now because the grass, you can see how brown the grass is. It's not doing anything right now. It's so dry. There's a chance of us getting some rain later this week, I think, so hopefully we will get some. We sure could use some. That cow right there just had a calf a couple days ago. We had a lot of fall cows and all of them are backing up quite a bit. Most of them are done calving now, really, even the fall ones. Well, I'll try to remember to show y'all this when we get ready to move them out of here. Oh, here's a new baby. I walked right past it, I guess. It's crazy how flat those things can get on, lay down on the ground. See you, buddy. Your mama ain't sure about me. I'm not messing with him. Y'all ladies, take it easy.
Hey guys, so it's the day after we set up the game camera to see if the cattle went back to shade. It's really hot again today. It's 90 some. I think it's supposed to get to 94 or something. But we are just driving up here checking on the cattle. I wanted to show you guys the paddock here. They've been eating on those napweed stalks and eating the leaves off of them. Look at all of that. It's covered in napweed and that looks great. They're eating on them and trampling them. That looks good. That's some good forage for them.
Something.
Looks like they're ready to move. Y'all did good grazing this paddock. He's unrolling here and I'm gonna give him this new section. We just gotta open it up because there's no water point down there. So we're just opening this section up, and that way they can graze all of that, and then they're gonna go back to water up there where they had their water before. They're looking good on this napweed and grass and clover. They're doing good grazing it for us. That's some good feed for them right now. It's super dry and it's doing good. It's a weed. It's now a four because they're eating it. Some good forage for these cattle. I'll get y'all a fresh new paddock today. All kinds of good stuff in there. How you doing, bud? You got a little poop on you, didn't you? That's alright, it happens to the best of us. The real feel is like 101 degrees. And as you guys saw when we drove up here, the cattle were just out grazing. We're anxious to see if they went back to shade on the game camera, so we'll check it out and let you know. They went in slowly, so you know they're not starving or anything. That napweed and grass and clover that was in this paddock keeping them full, so that's good. They're all just trickling in. I'm gonna get off here and show you guys a little bit closer in this paddock here. So you can see where they've nipped the tops off of the napweed here, and they've stripped the leaves really good. Look at that. They've trampled a lot of it. There's Timothy seed head. There's grass trampled. And they were on this paddock for 2 days. Right, Charlie? Oh. 2 days.
2 or 3 days.
But, I mean, this is what napweed looks like before they start eating on it. This is out of the new paddock that they just got turned into. And, you know, it's about 30 inches tall, some of this, and full of leaves. And it's got the flower, the seed head at the top starting to form. And over here, you can see where they've ate all those leaves and then ate the tops off of them. And they're just out there grazing it. This paddock lasted them 2 days, right?
2 days.
2 days. It's very nice.
They were all full going into here too.
That's awesome. Yeah, they didn't like storm over there. They took it slow and they were all full going over there, so that's awesome. They're doing a good job on this napweed. How long you think this paddock will last them?
Probably 2 days again, based off of this one.
He said it should last them at least 2 days. You can see down there, there's the reel. So that'd be awesome if it could last them 2 days. Usually we open this gate up here and they get to have all of this. All the way down there to that fence post, there's a little gate there. But we decided to tighten them up to try to get them to eat this napweed and to slow them down since it's super hot. It's super hot and dry, and we haven't had any rain, and we're trying to slow them down so we can get as much as we can out of what we got and hopefully catch a rain or so before we got to get back to the other area. So we will see. You got anything to say?
Nope.
We're gonna go check the cameras now?
Sure.
Or the camera. Now we get to go check the game camera to see if they went back to shade. And you can see how dry it is with the grass, how brown and everything that it is. And up here, right over there, is where they can get water. So here's our game camera that we set up. See if we got any action.
They did.
They did?
Let me see.
Yeah.
He said they did. They went past here to go back to shade. Over there, that tree, that gives them some shade and everything. So they did go back to shade, but
I wish I could see what time it was.
it should say on there, does it?
It's so small, I can't see.
So it looks like they did, but every time we're coming up here, they're out grazing in the heat and everything.
We'll have to look and see what time it was.
After reviewing the game camera photos on our computer, the cattle went back this way starting at around 6:19 a.m. when the temperature was 57 degrees. There were photos of them grazing around, walking back and forth, and then by around 12:18 p.m. when the temperature was 89 degrees, they left this area and didn't come back anymore. So the question if they need shade is still kind of up in the air. Y'all got anything to say? Other than you got poop on you? That's what I was just saying about a calf. It had poop on it. I said it happens to the best of us. Farm life. Charlie, you want to sign out?
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and see you later.
Here they are grazing in their new paddock they just got turned into. As you can see, there's birds flying around everywhere. Some nice natural fly control. And the cattle are content just grazing. setting up another paddock here for the cattle. We just moved them in up there on that paddock. And then there's a poly wire down there. So then this section will be another paddock for them. And then that section will be another paddock. As you can see, this was just one big paddock. And we are splitting it up into 4 different sections. We got 2 days out of the first section. We should get 2 days out of the section they're in, and then we'll see about these. Maybe 2 right here and possibly 2 right here. So instead of them being in the whole thing for, you know, 4 to 6 days, then they'll be split off into sections in different paddocks. So then it'd be 2, 4, 6, 8. Could be 8 days out of this. We'll see. But they're setting up the poly wire and the step-in post now. There's some Queen Anne's lace in here. You see the white flowers, and then there's napweed, a bunch of different grasses. We got some thistles, some stickweed. Here they come with the post. Splitting this section off. We're using some orange Gallagher posts. They're pretty nice. They're pretty stout. Looks like that was enough.
Yeah.
And that's how we do it around here. Yeah, buddy.